Kim, what is our third main topic today?
All right, guys, this comes to us from Irrelevant and Beyond. Well, what a time it is to be a Spider-Man fan, John. A first look at the long-awaited sequel to the beloved Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse dropped over the weekend. It's titled Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and it's a part 1. Wow. The first film might be in my top 10 of all-time films, and I love the character of Miles Morales. What do you think of this first look? Thanks.
You guys know how crazy I am for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. All right. I spent a year before this movie came out talking about how much of a mistake this movie is. This is a mistake. Nobody cares. Nobody wants an animated Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man's Peter Parker. Nobody wants Miles Morales. And, oh, look, the first footage came out. That animation style looks stupid. Wah, 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 wah. That was me for like a full year. Like, this is going to be bad. This is a waste of time. I don't like the animation style. Whine, 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 cry, cry, cry. That was me for a full year on this movie. And then, like, the second or third trailer came out, and I was like, all right, you know, this looks like it could be interesting. You know what it was? It was that one trailer that showed the clip of Miles getting out of his dad's police car, and his dad saying, "I love you, Miles," and the kid just walks away, and he's the siren. You gotta say, "I love you too," like in front of all his friends.
I loved that.
I love you too. That was the scene in that trailer that made me go,
They're on
all
something.
right, this might be all right. I was not ready. I was not ready for how much I would love this film. Without exaggeration, guys, in 2018, Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse came out, and this is the same year that Infinity War came out, and the same year that Black Panther came out. And there are only 2 movies that I liked more than Into the Spider-Verse that year. And it wasn't Infinity War, and it wasn't Black Panther. It was A Quiet Place, and it was BlacKkKlansman. Those are the only 2 movies that I thought were better than Spider-Verse. John, are you saying that you thought Into the Spider-Verse was better than Infinity War and Black Panther? Yes, I'm saying it. I think this is a better movie than either. And I love both of those movies.
Wow.
I think those movies are great. That's how good I think this movie is. The characters are so well done. You get instantly connected to Miles. You feel empathy with the character. You feel like you're going on this adventure. The humor is top notch. The action is great. When they wanted to get silly, they made silly sing. And when you got John Mulaney as Peter Parker, the amazing Spider-Ham come in there, you have a throat through the air when you smell a delicious pie. I mean, it is so well done. And so I have been chomping at the bit for another one. And I was surprised when we got our first look at Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So they're not doing one more. They're doing at least 2 more. For all we know there's going to be Part 2, but for all we know, it could be Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, and Part 6. I mean, we don't know, but there's going to be at least 2 more. And they showed it, and the trailer picks up exactly at the end of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. With the portal opening up, you hear Gwen's voice, "Hey, Spider-Man," or whatever it is she says, and it picks up right there. And again, the trailer starts to play, and you just feel the charm is still there. This comes to us from the folks over at The Verge who write the following. The first trailer for the highly anticipated sequel to the animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just dropped, revealing both the title Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and the surprise that the upcoming adventure of Miles Morales will actually be a 2-part affair. And actually, it might be more than that. Anyway, the first look trailer picks up right where the last Spider-Verse movie left off, with Miles, Shamik Moore, lying in bed before a portal to Gwen Stacy, Haley Steinfeld. She's killing it with animation lately. And her universe opens. From there, it seems like Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 is going to be trying to one-up the already stellar animation of the original film, with Miles bouncing across multiple animated universes in a variety of art styles that he dukes it out with Spider-Man 2099, who of course appeared in one of the post-credit scenes of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, voiced by Oscar Isaac, who voiced the character in the post-credit scene in the first movie. And again, right when he pops out, When she comes through, they're sitting in his room, the conversation between Gwen and Miles, and then they go outside. It's like all of that heart, all of that chemistry, all of that, dare I say, magic
Total.
was still there. And then they rip into the varying art styles, and now it's not other universes coming to Miles, it's Miles going to other universes. And then, of course, you had the Spider-Man 2099 pop back out that we had from the first film. Listen, I was grinning ear to ear. I was so happy watching this. I cannot wait for this. I thought it was great. Kim, you had a chance to check it out. What do you think about it?
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was so excited. The first one was just so groundbreaking. And talk about bringing a comic book to life in the way that they did. I think it, for the first one, I feel like changed the game for animation. Like from now on, it just upped the level of that you need to like surpass to be great. And I'm just like, first of all, Shamik Moore, his voice just has this like cool, like childlike, joyful cadence, and he just brings to life Miles Morales, like in terms of his age and what a kid like that would do in a situation of adventure. And I'm so excited to see him go across the other universes.
Yeah.
And I love that they open with Sunflower with that song. I'm like, the song is still dope. The song still hits it. And I'm like, I'm so excited because again, when I saw the trailer for the first one, I was like, this looks really cool. This looks really interesting. But when I saw the movie, I just literally, when it was over, me and the boy, I didn't know what to say. I was like, that was so different and so groundbreaking. And I can't wait to hear Oscar Isaac more of his voice as Spider-Man 2099. And I'm really hoping he'll be able to spend some time in Spider-Ham's universe.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I really can't wait to see. But John, I have to tell you,
Yes.
this makes me think even more than I thought before that we're going to see Miles in Spider-Man in the next 7 days here.
See, and I had
In
the
like 10
exact
days, I'm
opposite
sorry.
feeling.
You had the opposite feeling.
Yeah, for
This
me, it's
makes
cemented that
more-
we're not. For you, it's cemented,
It's cemented that we are.
That's
It's
interesting.
cemented that we are because he's going across the multiverse.
Yeah,
And the Spiderverse. I feel like even more, we're going to see him in some way, shape, or form with Tom Holland. And you feel the opposite?
I feel the absolute complete opposite. See, watching this and them going really into the art styles and stuff like that, this is an animated character. This is an animated character.
I think they're going to keep him animated.
I cannot imagine Kevin Feige saying, let's
I
do
think
the
they're gonna
Roger
keep
Rabbit
him, I
thing.
think they're going to keep him animated.
And Tom Holland standing there talking to Spider-Ham and then looking up and seeing animated. You think they're going to actually
remember,
mix
like I
animated
told you
with
when
live action?
when I
Do you think
first,
they're going to go? You think they're going to go full Roger Rabbit on this?
not in the way that, remember I told you, I think that Spider-Man's going to be walking across like some TV in a window or something on display at some like Best Buy thing. And we're going to see across the screen an animated Spider-Man, maybe even banging on the glass, like, get me out of here. What the heck? Where am I? What is this? Why do you look like that? I think it's going to be in a really cool and interesting way.
Well, okay, so you've got two very, very bold predictions. Number one is that we ain't going to see Toby and Andrew in Spider-Man No Way Home, but that we will see animated Miles Morales in it.
100%.
Listen, if both of these things comes out, you're going to be dubbed the all-time Swami of movie prognostication. You will be dubbed like the high heiress prophet of all things Marvel, of all things movie. If this happens.
I feel strongly about my convictions and I stand on them.
Ray, I'm not going to let you play Switzerland and sit this one out. I need you to weigh in on this.
No, I'm not weighing in on nothing. I weigh enough already. I don't need any extra weight. But I gotta say, Spider-Man 2099 looks awesome.
It does.
That the body that they chose to give him, like the bigger, thicker body, like a Venom like, look really cool. And I don't know, just seeing how Miles. Hopefully they touch on his college life a little bit too. Because like there's that aspect of Miles Morales too, of his regular life,
right?
That I want to see, it, just not the superhero thing, him navigate through, college life. I mean, he was in his dorm. He looked like he was just like spacing out, right?
No, I think that was his bedroom.
He said something. Oh, my dorm.
Yeah,
well, he went to that private
She said,
school.
"This is the room you grew up in." He's like, "Yeah, but my dorm is much better."
Remember, he goes to that other school.
Oh, okay.
Did he look older to you?
He did look older and
he looked
taller.
taller, right?
Right.
Yeah,
like he had that
looked-
growth spurt.
So
Yes.
it kind of looked like, okay, so
I don't know that they picked right up where they left off.
I'm not sure about that either.
But see, no, here's the thing. They picked right up where they left off in the movie.
Yeah.
But that scene may have been a year later or a year and a half later.
Okay.
Right? We didn't know.
Right.
We don't know. So I think you're right. He looked like he was bigger. He looked like he was a little bit
and
more
her
mature.
hair was longer too. Did you see how long it
Yeah.
was now?
Oh, I
remember
did.
how it was short.
Her bang,
notice
her bang
that.
Yeah, it was a little
stopping
bit.
here, it was
So
like down
there
here.
could have been some time jump. Not too long, but a little bit later. Maybe
you know what?
a few months.
You're right. Look at that. You're right. Her hair is.
Yeah, 'cause her hair
I
was short.
didn't even notice. That's a great catch. So yeah, there must have been a time jump between when the main story of Into the Spider-Verse ended and when that last scene of Miles laying in bed and the portal opens up in front of him seeing Gwen. So there's probably some time passage there. I didn't even think about that. Listen, all I know is this. I am damn excited.
So excited.
I'm more excited for this than I am for Spider-Man No Way Home.
You
Not gonna lie.
are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you want to see how they could top the first one, or the
well,
continuation of
I
the
mean,
story, or
I think, I guess it makes sense. I really love John Watts' Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, Far From Home. But out of Homecoming, Far From Home, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, to me, there's no question. The best movie out of those three is Into the Spider-Verse. So since I kind of feel like that's the best movie out of those three,
wow,
then I would be more excited for this one. And don't get me wrong, I'm very excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. We've got our private screening for it coming up 10 days from now. Cannot wait to get to that. We can't wait to invite. And by the way, some of you guys are going to be getting emails soon finding out that you got invited to come and join us for this private screening. But yeah, I didn't even know I was until right now when I thought about it. I am more excited for this next Spider-Verse movie than I even am for Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm shocked. Anyway, guys,
someone in the chat pointed out that he mentioned he was grounded, so I could be wrong.
Oh, he can't be that old.
Yeah. Unless he was grounded for the longest time, which I could see happening because of his dad's a cop.
Yep. So anyway, there it is. Question is for you guys. How do you feel about this new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer? I think it looks great. I'm super stoked for it. How did you guys feel about it? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.